Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious enchiladas norteñas. In case you guys want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 2 pieces of chicken breast, cooked and shredded, 3 medium-sized potatoes, 4 carrots, corn tortillas, oil, 1/4 of a small onion, 2 garlic cloves, 8 New Mexico or guajillo chile pods, 2 chile anchos, chile de árbol, queso fresco, 1/4 teaspoon of whole cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, and salt. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright guys, so first we're going to start with making our enchilada sauce. So to our chiles, we're going to remove the stem and the seeds. And once you do that, we're just going to transfer them into a small pot. In the chile de árbol, I'm not going to remove the seeds, and that's going to be optional depending on how spicy you want your enchiladas. Now if you don't want them to be spicy, just don't add the chile de árbol. Alright, so now we're just going to rinse them. Cover your pot with water, and now we're going to set them on our stove on high heat. So we're just going to wait for them to come to a boil, and then we can make our sauce. Alright, so once our chiles come to a full boil, we're going to remove them from the stove and drain the water. Alright, so to our blender, we're going to add our chiles. We're going to add our onion, 2 garlic cloves, our spices along with salt. And to that, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of water. Now you can use the same water that we boiled our chiles with. I personally don't like using it just because sometimes it does give the sauce a bitter taste. So once you have that, we're going to blend them until we have a smooth sauce. Alright, so once we have our sauce, now we are ready to fry it. Alright, so in a small pan, we're going to set it on medium heat. We're going to add a little bit of oil, and we're just going to wait for that to heat up. Alright, so once our oil is hot, we're going to transfer our sauce. Just mix it. Going to reduce the heat. And I'm going to add 1/2 cup of water into my blender so we can get the remaining sauce. And strain your sauce if you need to. So now we're just going to wait for this to come to a simmer and let it simmer for about 3 minutes. Alright guys, so after 3 minutes, our sauce is done, and this is the consistency that you want. So now just try it for salt and see if it needs any. And if it does, just add it. Okay, so now we're just going to set it to the side and work on our potatoes and carrots. Alright, so we're going to start with our carrots, so just peel them. Alright, so now we're just going to cut our carrot right into small pieces. Alright, so once we have our carrots cut into small pieces, we're going to transfer them into a small pot. And now we're going to do the same to our potatoes. Okay, so now we're going to cut our potatoes the same way as we did with our carrots. So peel them first. So cut it in half. Half again. To cut your potato into small strips, and then cut them into small little cubes. Alright, and then transfer them with your carrots. Alright, so once we have our carrots and potatoes cut into small cubes, give it a quick rinse. Add a little bit of salt and cover them with water. Alright, so now we're going to set them on our stove. Alright, so set it on medium-high heat, and we're just going to wait for them to come to a boil. Alright guys, so once our potatoes and carrots come to a boil, we're just going to allow them to soften up. So just cook them for about 5 to 7 minutes. You don't want them to be fully cooked because we're still going to fry them with our sauce. Alright guys, so after 5 minutes, our potatoes and carrots are done. So now we're going to drain them from the water. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my medium frying pan. I'm going to set it on medium-high heat. And I'm just going to add 1 tablespoon of oil. So we're just going to wait for that to heat up. Alright, so once our oil is hot, we're going to transfer in our potatoes and carrots. And to that we're going to add about 2 tablespoons of our enchilada sauce. Just mix it together. And we're just going to fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes. Alright, so after 2 to 3 minutes, your potatoes should be super soft, so they're done. Alright, so we're just going to transfer our potatoes and carrots into a bowl, and we're going to repeat the same process to our chicken. So I'm going to add another tablespoon in there. And my pan should be hot already, so just move the oil around. Throw your chicken in. And we're going to add our enchilada sauce. So about 5 tablespoons. And I'll just move it around. And this is just heating up the chicken. So we're just going to do it for about 3 minutes. Alright, so after 3 minutes, our chicken is done, so you can turn it off. And now we can work on our cheese. Alright, so just crumble your cheese. And to this you can add onion and cilantro. But the onions, for me, I'm going to add them separate just because not everyone likes onion. So just crumble it up. Okay, so now we are ready to make our delicious enchiladas norteñas. Alright guys, so once we're ready to make our enchiladas, we're going to grab our tortillas. So I just cover them with a damp paper towel and just microwave them for 1 minute. Alright guys, so now I'm going to grab my medium frying pan. I'm going to set it on medium-low heat. And I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of oil. So just move the oil around. Okay. So now we're going to grab a tortilla. We're going to dip it into our sauce. And make sure it's fully coated with the sauce. And we're going to fry it for 10 seconds on each side. Once we flip it, we're going to stuff it with our chicken. And that's going to depend on how much you want to add. And then we're just going to cover it or close it. And we can serve as we cook them. So grab your enchilada, transfer it to the plate. And we're just going to repeat the process. Alright, so once we're ready to serve, we're going to grab our potatoes and carrots and place them on your plate. And of course you can top them on top of your enchiladas or just set them on the side like that. I'm going to top it with some crema, sour cream. My queso fresco. Of course, the lettuce. My onions. And I love onions. So to me, the more the better. Some cilantro. And I didn't have pickled jalapenos, so I'm just going to grab my chiles toreados and place them like that. And now we are ready to enjoy. And of course you can add some avocado or whatever you want, but for me this is perfect and they're super easy and delicious. Alrighty guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. I am so ready. Grab your potatoes and the carrots, of course. Enjoy. Seriously, it's super delicious. So flavorful. It's so simple, yet so delicious. The best. Alrighty guys, and there you have it on how to make some delicious enchiladas norteñas. I hope you guys had enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, and if you recreate this recipe, please don't forget to tag me on any of my social medias, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.